Okay, Stephanie, what did you say?
No, it's what Ammon said.
No, Stephanie was
No, I
super
started
mean.
it.
It was so mean.
No, this.
It was like,
I'm the sympathetic one.
Stephanie, you
Ammon
were
was
like,
all
he
like,
doesn't do anything
even do
anyway, so...
anything?
Oh,
think
that
that's
was
what-
Ammon.
Oh, that was Ammon. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. Prove it.
I was like, okay, that's fine. People get sick. It's understandable. I'll see you guys next
It's
time.
so sad. Every time George is late, we just rip into him.
This is why
It was
we
me.
know.
I was nice.
This is why we know we can never be late.
it's roasting.
Yeah, Katie called me
Yeah.
like a quarter after 6 to let me know she was going to be 2 minutes late because she was worried that being
See?
2 minutes late.
Why can't we all have that kind of respect?
Thank you.
Nerd.
Well, I'll leave it up to you guys what you want to do. You can. I'm not getting a response from him, so I'm guessing that he has. He said definitely play without me.
Whoa,
Can't you just like sit on the sound and be like, yeah, shoot that guy? Unless he has like explosive
He's
diarrhea.
probably trying to sleep.
Okay, I'm gonna let him know that if he wants to like join and watch, he can, and we won't like pester him to participate if he wants to rest.
I'm gonna pester him.
No.
Katie, you're gonna be put on mute if you pester him.
Oh, a challenge accepted. Oh my gosh. So Asher loves me. Guys, Asher loves me.
Yeah.
It's really exciting because it's always a surprise to me that he still loves me. And so I went to Ethan's game and I was sitting with Rob because he was like, yeah, Asher would have to have been taken out of school early to make this game. So he's going to go home and then Aaron's going to pick him up for the second game. And then he calls Rob while he's walking home. And I'm like, Asher! Anyway, so then Rob goes to pick him up. And they get back to the baseball field, and Rob's like, guess what? I'm going to tell Aaron on Asher. I'm like, why? What did he say? And he's like, because Asher was super excited suddenly to go to the baseball game. And I'm like, well, why are you excited now? And Asher's like, well, because. And Rob's like, oh, it's because Katie's going to be there. And Asher's like, well, yeah. And he's like, it's not enough that your mom and I are going to be there, but it's okay if Katie's there. Anyway, made me really happy.
Nice.
Aww.
He loves me, guys. And Ethan hugged me in front of his teammates. And I was so shocked by it that I yelled out, oh my gosh, Ethan hugged me, everyone!
I like when she gets super excited that I can't hear.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I got like an audio governor on here, and every time she gets excited, it gets like loud and then cuts off entirely because...
I heard every word.
Wow.
Perfectly.
It's not like I set the setting. Like, this is the default.
Obviously you did because
That means Stephanie has gone into her settings and changed it so she can always hear you.
Stephanie loves me.
She might even give you a hug in front of her team.
She doesn't. We don't hug, Kenny.
What if
I'm not
Kenny
affectionate.
axes Geldrick today, and if George is unhappy with it, he can say, Kenny, that was dumb, and then other than that, he doesn't have to do anything. So even if he has explosive diarrhea and vomiting,
At the same time,
disagree with you.
Double dragoning. He's
dragoning.
He's pooping in the tub and throwing up in the toilet because why would you do the opposite?
Right.
Okay. Well, with that, since we've been recording for the last 10 minutes, let's get into tonight's episode of Dungeons and Dragons.
Woo!
So, where we left off last week, y'all had gone. We're at the camp above where you had spent the night. You had discovered that the bodies that were torn asunder and scattered all over the place had been the people that you were seeking out. to figure out what had happened to the previous group that were investigating the abyssal attention. In and around Whitestone, you discovered a bag of holding amongst other relics, and you picked up a head of one of the dead members and put a bunch of stuff into your bag of holding, into your newly acquired bag of holding. And as you left and made your way back down to the familiar rock formation to spend the night, the evening seemed to be going just fine, until second watch came around and Geldrick rolled really high and prevented some horrible sneak attack surprise rounds of damage on you by discovering the 6 sets of red glowing eyes on the rock formation above you. And as he pulls out his bow and notches one of his magical arrows, it immediately calls War to attention, who stands up and readies his weapons. And it's actually a little bit strange because, War, as you're turning around, you see that Ulysses has already stood up. You didn't hear him get up. He was fast asleep a minute ago, less than a minute ago, okay? He was fast asleep, and now he is standing a little bit taller somehow than you remember. And he has both of his battle axes out, the new ones that he has just acquired. And he's looking up at the top of the rock at these creatures, and he's breathing super hard. Like, he is grabbing his battle axes with such intensity, you can hear the wood creaking and moaning under his grasp. You can see the veins on his neck and his head popping out. And it seems as though he is enraged by something.
Dun, dun,
So,
dun.
I am going to switch my camera.
It's so interesting how Geldrick basically is saving us from a sneak attack, and yet he apparently does nothing.
Oh yeah, he's just gonna caw from the bushes.
Yeah.
And yet he was vital. We would have been sleeping and dead if it wasn't for him.
You were awake.
Fascinating.
I trust you.
It was his role, like his perception, or whatever he rolled. I don't remember what he rolled.
Just saying. Ooh.
Ooh, this is high tech.
Wow. Kenny.
That's
Some of these guys fell off the rock and continue to fall off the rock. Welcome to the rock.
No.
Can we call the board Dwayne?
What?
Can we call this map, this rock outcropping Dwayne?
Blaine?
Dwayne. D as in dog.
Dwayne. Oh. I was actually going for Nick or Sean, but we can go with Dwayne.
Like Dwayne Johnson.
Or Nicolas Cage or Sean Connery from
Oh yeah.
The Rock. Boom.
Oh,
Nailed
yeah.
it.
Boom.
Oh,
Roasted.
dang it. Where's son of a Bisquick? There it is.
Kenny, that's so impressive that you created those rocks out of styrofoam.
Yep, totally did that. That was totally what I did. Oh man, I didn't move that all the way out, did I? No, okay. Oh, nope, maybe I did. Mother effer. Hold on. There it is. Okay. Okay, we are now going to roll for initiative.
Seven.
F words.
Why am I not seeing it?
It's going to be in the top, toward the top of your D&D page.
Oh, 7.
Um,
JK.
Hmm.
You see it now? It's
Yeah.
like top, middle, below all the things.
19. 19.
Okay. I'm going to sit down for this. Hold on. It's going to be a lot of up and down for me today, so I
I'm sorry.
apologize for things.
You know, if you sit sideways, you wouldn't have
Where?
to get up and down.
Oh, I found it. Oh gosh, that was really hard. I found it. Don't worry.
Okay.
That's what she said. What did Katie get?
7.
7? Ooh.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
Okay, I'm going to
Pam.
do...
Yes. Well, I can't see your lights are off. I don't know what you're doing.
I'd be careful. Some people go into berserker mode real easy.
I don't know what you're doing, Katie. Um,
7. So I got 6, 13, 14, 11, 20. 6, 13, 14, 11, 20. 6.
Oh, Warrior Initiative was 5. For Stephanie.
Did it finally come through?
Yeah.
What a great roll.
Is it not showing on yours?
I looked away because it was
So good.
taking a while.
Ooh, that is too bad, Geldrick.
He's rolling better than most of us.
What did you roll, Katie?
A 7.
I rolled a 5.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be a good night.
Let me go with...
Oh. It puts your own roll in, it highlights it in black. If you pull up the game log.
Okay, and then we got Spined Devil. 1. Spined. 2.
Hey, Katie.
Yep.
Remember that one time that we were in the village area and you got a book?
Mm-hmm.
Did you whatever came about that? Did you do anything with that? Or was
I
that
haven't
just
read it yet.
for
I've been reading
kicks?
the ones about the Kenku.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's why you two are friends.
Okay, 4, 13, okay. So we got that. We got... Believe it or not, two of them rolled worse than all of you.
Whoa.
Wow.
And
Thank
another
goodness.
one rolled... Let me move you down to here.
They roll a 20.
Yeah, they did. Not a natural 20, but
Oh.
it was an 18. Okay, I think I got everyone. Okay, so up first is Geldrick, because he was not caught off guard. He gets the first attack, and then we go into the initiative order. So seeing, looking up there, he's going to do a perception check just to see if he can figure out exactly how many there are and try to judge their relative size. So he's going to do perception 15. And as he's looking up, he can see 6 definite outlines of figures. He can't see any more. It doesn't mean that there isn't more. He just can't see any more. and he notices that there are 2 of them that are slightly bigger than the other 4. It's minimal difference, but noticeable difference. And so
Wait. Sorry, 2 of them were noticeably different.
2 of them were noticeably bigger. And it seems to be the 2 standing in the top in the middle. And then the smaller ones are kind of on the flanks of the rock, more or less adding protection to the 2 bigger ones in the middle. And so he's going to draw back his bow, and he's going to take an attack with his longbow. And he had notched a magical arrow, so a non-physical arrow, and he's going to shoot the kind of the small one on the further rightest flank. And let me see what their DCs are. Okay, and 15 hits the one on the far right. And he's going to do, okay, D8. And he's going to use his action surge to fire again, notching an actual arrow into it, and taking another attack against the same one. And that definitely hits for a 20.
Dang.
4 plus 6, 5, 9. Cool. So as he fires off the second arrow, the first one hits, connects to the chest of the small creature, and it stumbles back a little bit. It still is holding on to the clutches of the rock, and growls back at him. And all the creatures at the same time see that they're being attacked, and just all scream and rage. And Ulysses, in your mind, you can hear, only in your mind, not out loud, you can hear, like, bitch, motherfucker, cunt, son of a bitch.
Oh
Like,
my gosh!
they're all just swearing profusely, and one of them isn't very good at it. You can tell that he's trying to learn how to. He's maybe one of the underlings, but he's like, "You jerk face, monkey nose,
Never.
cut your heart out with a spoon." Like, just not great. And then he sees the one right next to him get a second arrow, this one through its eye socket, and splattering, like it grips onto the brain and shoves it out of the back of the head. So now that the brain is just like dangling above it in some weird pinata sort of sense, and it sloughs and falls off the rock dead.
Dang.
So let me. So he has shot at this one, and this one is now dead. And that puts us into the battle where immediately, so this one is one of the big ones, and this one is one of the big ones.
Okay.
And so the one who's having a hard time staying up there is going to jump down.
How convenient.
Son of a bitch. Motherfucker. Nope. Fine. Fine. You donkey. Son of a bitch. And he just moves the rock, because of convenience. And let me see if he can do anything with the distance. He has a hope. Uh, Demon starts his turn. Okay, so there's nothing much he can do. He can only get close. It looks like he's trying to get down toward Geldrick, who had just fired off this shot and killed one of his underlings. So that's it for his turn. Up next is Ulysses.
Yes. Am I close enough to talk to people?
Oh yeah, yeah. Everyone's within like 10 feet of you.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do? So, I feel different. I feel good. I feel like I'm gonna just murder a bunch of little people.
Midget
Don't you guys?
rampage.
So I am going to be enraged, right?
You are currently raging.
I am the rage monster. You know what? And speaking of, I want to do a stealth check.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna try to hide? Is that what you're gonna try and do?
I want to make it so that they cannot see me.
Okay, so you'd have to use your bonus action for that.
Am I close enough to hit the bad guy?
You can take like 2 steps forward and hit the one who's jumped down.
Okay. Does that take an action?
To hit him, yes.
Right. But to move?
No, so each turn
Okay.
you have an action, a bonus action, and movement, and your movement is like 30 feet. So you'll have to move 5 feet to get to him, which will still leave you 25 feet, an action and a bonus action.
Okay, so yeah, I want to do a stealth check.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me as your bonus action.
20. Not a natural 20.
Okay, yeah. So as you, so you kind of have to like break line of sight with him. So I'd say that if you kind of go around War, so you move more or less like down this way and come around, spending 15 feet of movement, you can stealth.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
And then you'll come up here, and he has no idea that you're right next to him. There's no sound being made. He's kind of locked in on Geldrick. He doesn't really recognize the 6.5 foot, 450-pound behemoth rhinoceros suddenly disappearing behind a dragonborn and then appearing right behind him.
Yes. Is my sneak attack a bonus action or no?
No, it just happens if you have an advantage on an attack.
Okay. I'm going to attack him with my battle axe.
Okay.
And
Are
this
you
is
going to
a
use two-handed or one-handed?
one-handed.
Okay.
Gosh, dang it.
And I can't see my screen too well, so if you'd please...
6.
It's a 6?
Yes.
Well, you have advantage on it.
Oh.
Because you're stealth. So any stealth attack you do, you get advantage. So roll again.
7.
Okay. So you like... You do this awesome move where you sneak around behind War, and you get right behind him, and you're thinking you're going to take this battle axe, you're going to do this awesome uppercut to it and just cleave it in two, but you stand up way too quick, not understanding the force behind what happens when you rage, and you almost jump like 10 feet high in the air and swing. And you hit with enough force that while you miss him, you cleave the stone in front of you, the boulder, down to about half its size. Like you shatter the shit out of it. And the things above you that have been looking down at Geldrick with seething hate suddenly start to piss themselves when they see that you've just for whatever reason, like dark crystal wise, shattered a boulder in front of them just for kicks when you could have killed the thing in front of you. They are now somewhat intimidated by your presence. They're all still alive, but does not do anything.
So I would have had to have connected to do the sneak attack, right?
Yes, yes.
Ah, okay. I think that's all I can do at this point, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
your. Unless you want to try to move away. If you try to move away, they can maybe take an attack of opportunity against you, a reaction to hit you. But you don't have any bonus actions to hide, so you'd just be moving away to not be close to it.
Does that count as one of my to continue my rage? What I've already done?
What you've already done does allow you to continue your rage. You just have to try to attack. You don't actually have to connect the attack.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, let's move. Can I get on the boulder, the smaller one?
This one here?
Yeah.
You can. Which way do you want to be
just go right
facing?
Let's just go right in front of the boulder, closest to the bad guy.
Like right
Yep.
here?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So since you didn't leave his range of attack, he doesn't take an attack of opportunity against you. You're still technically considered to be engaged with it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so that's your turn. Next up, we have the first. Actually, no, the first spiny dude is dead. So let me. So the second spiny dude is. Oh, and Ulysses, I need you to make a Constitution save for me.
11.
Okay, so you're gonna take 3 points of necrotic damage. So this is not one of the ones that's halved. You take all 3 of it. It just seems like the close proximity to the one that you're with seems to be giving off some like super death vibes to it, almost like an infection, and it seems to be damaging you almost like radiation.
Let's see. I do have Ring of Protection. Is it a...
It's not an AoE focus spell.
Okay.
It's
Never mind.
it's an I guess not an area of effect. It's a proximity. They're not casting a spell. It's anything within 30 feet of them takes this at the beginning of their turn.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Okay, so little bastard here is going to. It's got 20, 40. Okay.
Man, that was a bad turn. That's okay. All right, it's all up to Ia. If she can wake up.
Yeah. So the next smallest one up on the rock is going to hiss at Geldrick for having downed his comrade, and is going to produce a tail out of nowhere, almost like in a Spawn or Venom-esque kind of way, and shoot a barb, actually shoot 2 barbs out of its tail at Geldrick as he's standing there taunting him with his sexy, sexy bird sense. And that's first one's gonna miss, it's gonna fly wide. Second one definitely hits. And he takes 5 piercing and 3 fire damage from the attack. Oh, I don't know if you all clicked your short rest, but you should have.
Yeah, we did it last time.
Okay.
I think, didn't we do it right before we ended?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. For some reason, Geldrick's HP did not change.
Because George doesn't know what he's doing.
Well, didn't
I
he
think
like grievously injure himself though?
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, okay.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
think he's ever gonna recover from that.
So he's at that now. Okay. Okay, so that is his attack. So I'm going to see if he wants to do anything else. For movement. He's actually going to fly down. And yes, I did say fly. To here. Trying to hide behind some brush here to get a better angle on Geldrick for the next attack. And that's going to be his turn. And then it's one of the big dude's turns. He is going to jump down and take a swipe at Geldrick.
Where is Geldrick, by the way?
It's the dude holding the fish.
Okay.
17. Let's see if that actually
He is laying down.
hits.
Okay.
It does hit. Okay. No, he was awake. He was one of the ones on watch. The one laying down on the back is Ia. Oh, that is not good. Okay.
Okay.
And he takes 14. I don't know what just happened there. Where is... What the hell?
It wasn't me.
Okay. He is not looking in the best right now. Just to let y'all know. And next up is Geldrick's turn.
Wait,
Again?
I thought it was just his turn.
Thought he just went.
He went because he had the surprise attack.
Okay.
Oh.
And now that we're in the initiative order, he has another turn. That's the benefit of getting the drop on the enemy, is you get to go twice before other people get to go once. And he... This already happened. Okay, he's going to take one of his actual arrows and shoot it at the little guy that flew down in behind him. And he's going to use one of his superiority dice to try to disarm the creature. And that definitely hits. Get off the screen. Oh, not good. Then... Let me do... Oh, that is so bad. Oh, okay, that's a 7. 7, 8, 15. He does 15 points of damage to this dude back here who flew down. The thing is still alive, but it now has an arrow, a flaming arrow sticking out of its chest. It's looking down at it like very confused, and a bit discombobulated. Next up is Ia.
Yes. Am I still asleep?
You are. Why don't you do either a Constitution check or a Wisdom save? I'll let you choose which.
A Constitution check or a Wisdom save? I'll do a Constitution check.
Okay.
13.
Okay. So you wake up.
Okay.
with all the fighting and the screaming and the fact that the boulder above you just shattered into a bunch of pieces, you're able to wake up. Now, to stand up will cost half of your movement,
Okay.
unless you want to stay down.
I'll stand up.
Okay.
And I'm going to see all of this around me. And so, are they like, how many are there now?
5 total. 4.5 if you count the one who's mortally wounded behind back here.
And from my perspective, are they just like going apeshit crazy?
Yeah. You weren't awake for the reason why they're going apeshit crazy, but they are descending upon you like the baboons in Tarzan. Like they are
I'm
pissed.
gonna do something probably really dumb. Then.
Yes, let's do the dumb stuff.
I want to try it.
Let's do it.
I want to use thaumaturgy.
Okay.
And I want to have my eyes turn like a fiery red.
Okay.
And I want my voice to come booming out, and
Okay.
I want the earth to start shaking below us. And I want to yell, "Will you calm down?"
Okay.
I heard that.
Let's go ahead and have you do an intimidation check for me.
I'm a -1 on intimidation.
Oh,
I just thought I'd try. 18.
Oh, okay. So you rolled a natural 19 then.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you scream, "Calm down."
No. Will you calm down?
Oh, okay. Will you calm down? And the shaking, the fire, you don't hear anything in response from them. You see that they all kind of like they're not as enraged. They're not as they're now distracted by you. Very specifically you. They're all looking at you, not Geldrick anymore. They're all looking at you. And Ulysses, in your mind, you hear a couple of them say, "Master? Master? Fuck you, master, fuck you. Master, fuck you. Bitch, motherfucker. Not our master, master, not our master, fuck you, bitch." And Ulysses, you can tell that there's some potential dissent occurring within their ranks. So that's your thaumaturgy, I believe, is a bonus action. What's your action going to be?
And Geldrick is not at 0 HP, right?
He's not at 0, correct.
I am going to...
If he could, like, tell you how he's doing, he would say something like, "Caca, caca, I fucked up, caca." Have a grape day. I'm not having a grape day. Not a grape day.
Is there one that... I guess what I'm wondering is I feel like my character would then go after the one that looks the most dangerous to her. Like it's gonna go after her.
After Ia specifically?
Yeah, like does she see one that's like coming after her, or is she in an imminent danger from?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay. 6.
6. Okay, so you
Rough
can
night.
you can see that, like, after you've done this thaumaturgy, that they're all a bit confused. You can see that there's infighting, but you're not familiar enough with their body language to know which ones are kind of on your side and which ones aren't. All you know is that the closest one to you is the one directly in front of Ulysses right now. He's one of the bigger ones. And the 3 above you, you weren't awake for it, so you don't know that 2 of them can fly.
Okay. So for the one that's in front of Ulysses, I'm going to do Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. That was a whole 11.
Okay, well that misses.
Okay.
It flies wide, which catches the attention of all of them. And Ulysses, in your head, you hear the one that she just fired at say, "See? Told you. Not master. Bitch. Not master. Bitch." And a couple of the other ones are still saying, "No, master, 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 you the bitch, you the bitch." And it seems like she guessed correctly in which one was questioning her, which has now increased the resolve of a couple of the ones that are siding with her.
I am
And considering one of their friends now an enemy.
They're my bitches. Kidding. That was what I like to call a joke.
Okay.
Been working on them.
Oh, good, good.
You did so good.
So I think that's my turn then.
Okay. Next up is one of the other spined buddies up on top of the rock. He is going to jump and fly down to this side of Buddy, and he's going to attack the bigger demon, the bigger fiend.
Oh,
He's one of the ones that you
nice
convinced,
work.
and now seeing that he's engaged with Ulysses, one of your friends, he's considering him to be one of his friends, and because he's flanking with Ulysses, he gets advantage on the attack. So he's going to take a bite attack, and then he's actually going to do 2 bite attacks with advantage on both. That one just misses. And the next one, ooh, natural 1. So, okay.
Oh, is it going to hit me?
Ulysses, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
21.
Okay, so this thing is like biting at the legs of the bigger one. He misses the first one going wide, and getting pissed off, he lunges extra hard, missing again, but almost clamping around your leg. You're able to move it out of the way in time, but you are now confused. You don't know if he's attacking you, or if he's attacking the dude in front of him.
Can I take a attack of opportunity on it?
I don't know if you... I think you have to have a counterattack
Okay.
reaction,
Alright.
and I don't think you do.
No, I don't. It was worth a shot.
If he were to move outside of your range, you could, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is his turn. Next up is War.
Woo! Okay.
Oh, dang.
Will you point out which little figurine is me?
You are the big one here with the hammer. Is actually
Yes.
a dragonborn. I don't know if that's focusing or not, but
Down? Okay.
A little bit, yeah. Nice. Okay. Okay, obviously I will be attacking
okay.
as hard and as much as I can in this turn.
Okay.
So I think I'm just gonna go to the closest fiend next to me.
Okay. If you get the one who's on your side, you can flank him for advantage on the attack.
Yes, I love advantage.
Okay.
Ching!
Take
You now have a
advantage of
weird
him.
centipede thing going on.
It's a dance.
Wait. So you're going after the one that...
That you guys
Just
don't know
attack?
is your friend. Yeah.
Okay.
If you want advantage,
Wait!
you can't get advantage on the big one because the little one is in its way, is in the way of
Yeah.
advantage.
Wait, which one's our friend though? I thought the big one was our friend.
No, the little one directly in front of you that you're about to swing at.
Well, I don't want to attack him.
Okay.
You still can. It's just probably will switch
But
sides.
I should have known that he was helping us because he attacked the other one.
Okay, we're gonna have you roll a wisdom check to
Oh,
see if you
dear.
actually noticed his intentions, because
Okay.
he technically attacked them both, and
Yeah.
it didn't like the only one who
Okay.
knows what his intentions are Ulysses, and it hasn't been his turn to tell anyone what's going
Oh,
on.
okay. Okay, here I go. I don't really think this is gonna go well, but we'll see. Nope. 5.
Okay, so yeah, as far as you know, this one is like a guard dog who is trying to snap at Ulysses between the legs of the bigger one in front of it. So in your mind, still an enemy.
Yeah, I think I would still just go to the first closest one to me.
Okay.
That would definitely be the natural thing.
Okay, so go ahead and roll an attack with advantage for me.
And that just means I do it twice, right?
Yep, and you take the higher of the two rolls.
Okay. Where's the attack? I found it.
And you're using your ardent sensor
Yeah, because that's the best one, right?
that you currently have, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, it's been a while. Do I hit the hit button?
You hit the hit plus D or hit DC of +5.
Yeah, that's the one I press.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, it's been a while. Ooh, that was a
What?
good roll. Okay, 23 or 18. So 23.
Yep. Yeah. So that hits. Go ahead and click the 1d8 plus 3, and then roll another d8 for your radiant damage.
Okay. And then another hit.
We'll do another d8 because so your weapon it should say 2d8 or 1d8
It's a-
plus 3 plus 1d8.
Oh yeah, so I rolled an 8. No, I rolled a 10.
So you rolled a 7 plus 3.
Yes.
Okay, now roll another d8, and that'll be your radiant damage because your weapon does the physical and then does the radiant, and the first roll is the physical.
Okay. So that's just the D8 dice.
Yeah, so in the bottom left where
Okay.
there's the dice, if you click on that and hover over one of the mice
Okay.
or one of the dice until it says D8 and click on that and hit roll.
Okay, I got a 3.
Okay. So you come down and you hit it upside the side of the head, and the radiant damage, as soon as it hits, like it blasts from the ball, and it just sears off half of the face. It seems to have done a lot more damage than you anticipated. It's still
Aw.
alive, but it is not happy right now.
Does radiant damage mean it does damage to things around it too?
No, radiant is just a
Okay,
type of
okay.
damage like poison,
Okay.
piercing, cold, fire. Some
Okay.
things are resistant to it, other things are vulnerable to it. Typically speaking, things that are fiendish or abyssal in nature are very vulnerable to radiant damage, typically meaning that they take double.
Yeah. Okay.
So, remind me, so it was a pretty big hit, and his whole face is gone?
No, just half of his face. He looks like Two-Face right now. More like Tommy Lee Jones from Batman Forever and less like Aaron Eckhart from Batman Begins or The Dark Knight Rises or whatever. It's all purple and scabby, you know.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to decide if I would just okay, I've injured him, knock him out of the way, and go on to the next enemy. Or if I would just keep hitting until he was dead. I don't know. Can I still do another attack?
Yeah, so the only thing that you can do as a bonus action is a second attack. You don't have any other bonus actions available to you. All of your other abilities are actions, and you can't take a bonus action as an attack unless your first action is an attack. So you either attack twice or cast a spell and do nothing.
Okay, that's easy. I like that. Everybody gonna be mad if I keep attacking this guy?
Everybody?
I don't
I
know.
mean,
I feel bad.
Probably just the guy you're hitting.
Yeah.
I feel bad. Okay.
I literally think only the guy that you're hitting is going to feel some kind of way about it because, you know,
Yeah, but like.
but
Okay.
you don't know that. That's the thing is you
I
don't
know
know
that's
that.
the thing is I don't know, and I wish I didn't know because now I'm feeling conflicted.
Okay, so go
Okay,
ahead and roll another attack
Let's
for me.
do it.
Okay.
Okay.
You can just hope that
20.
you miss. Oh yeah, you hit him. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now I roll a good one.
Go ahead and roll. Actually, doing the math, it doesn't matter. He's dead. Even if you
Sorry,
hit minimum
everyone.
1 damage on each, that's the rest of his HP. So this guy, he's
Maybe
dead.
he was secretly a
You
villain.
killed one of my.
He was secretly not good. He was a double, triple agent.
You're gonna have to kill him one way or the other.
He could have
No,
turned out
I'll
to be
just become my minion.
an ally.
He's speaking abyssal. He's a bad guy.
Maybe.
I speak abyssal, I think.
So
Or do I speak infernal?
he's now dead in front of you. You still
Wait, don't you
have
speak everything?
25 feet of movement.
Yeah, get me up next to the next guy. Because
Okay.
will that give that other person advantage?
Yeah, it'll give
If
Ulysses
we lock him in?
advantage. Yep.
Okay, yeah, let's
And
do
if he
that.
tries to move away from both of you, you can both try to take attacks of opportunity. So he's in a bad spot.
There's a whole
Okay.
like Night at the
So
Roxbury
I
situation.
do a warrior yell as I get closer to him.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay, so you smash the head of the one whose dying thoughts are, "Why, friend?" And its head just explodes into ashes. And you take a step forward for the next one, and the next one sees what you just did to your friend, and gets a little bit worried since you're screaming at it about what you're going to do to it. Since you treat your friends with such horrible, shameless destruction, he can only imagine what's going to happen to an enemy.
This is gonna hit me hard for a long time that this happened.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling all sorts of bent out of shape because I'm putting you in this situation. Okay, so
Kenny,
next
you
up,
seem excited at this point. I'll be honest.
I'm very excited. This is fun. Next up is the other. Let me see here. Is the last spiny dude who is going to jump down or fly down to this rock, and he's going to fire 2 spiny tail things at War for having just killed his friend, who he thought was your friend as well. And he's now torn all sorts apart because he doesn't know who he's fighting with or against. All he knows is that you just killed his friend.
Oh.
And even though he has been working on his swearing, not to much success, he is going to... and Ulysses, you're the only one that hears this because the way they speak is through telepathic abyssal. All you hear is... You hamster raping mud pile, and shoots 2 barbs at War. And yes, you heard me, hamster raping. Okay, just get that image in there. And no shit. Oh, I can name the encounters, and this encounter is named "The Hills Are Dead with the Sound of Screaming."
Dark.
I know, it's so dark. So 2 ranged tail spines First one is going to be a. Oh, I thought it was a natural one. It's a 7. So 11 to hit you. What's your AC? Your armor class? Should be toward the top, middle. It'll look like a shield. War.
War.
Oh,
What's your AC?
where is
Kind of
it
top,
at?
top middle. It looks like a shield.
It's their armored class.
To the right of your initiative.
Oh, I'm a 15.
Okay, so that first one misses. Second one
Yes.
hits with a 16.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
It's going to do. It's going to do 5 points of fire damage to you. So if you just go up to your HP in the top right and subtract 5 from it.
Okay. I know. HP.
So if you go to the top right, you should see that you're like
Oh, and then I do
32 over
damage.
32.
Yeah.
If you click on damage.
Okay. Oh, I have to do 5 and then hit damage.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, sorry.
Okay, she should be at 27 out of 32.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So back at the top of the round, the dude up on top of the rock, big guy, he is going to. Let me see what his abilities are.
Had he done anything yet?
Ia and War, I both need you to do a Constitution save for me.
Okay.
Ah! 21! It's a save, not the normal.
Yeah, so on the left-hand side, top left, you should see the saves in like a small box below all the bigger numbers.
Oh, gotcha. 7.
Ooh.
So you're going to take 6 points of necrotic damage.
I'm just
Ooh.
dead. I'm just dead now, everyone. Goodbye. I
Or-
deserve it.
In 21.
You do deserve it, bully.
Deserve it.
Do I take any damage?
Nope, you saved.
Ha.
Okay.
They're my bitches.
The one up top is going to use an ability to jump down from the top of the rock right behind Ia and do an attack, a barbed tail attack on her.
Can I do a reaction?
Yeah, what kind of reaction are you thinking of?
Hellish rebuke?
I think that's only if the damage goes through, isn't it?
Oh, I think so.
On a successful attack?
One reaction with a in response to being damaged by a creature within
Yeah.
60 feet of you.
Yeah, so you can if it completes, if it
Okay.
hits you. And what's your AC?
14.
He's hit with a 12, so that does not hit. And that's all he can do. So these guys are strong if they hit, but if they don't hit, they are useless piles of garbage. Next up is the other one.
I'm just going to give him a really angry look for trying to hit me, okay?
Okay. So his tail comes out and zips right by your head. You don't even move because you didn't see it coming, and it misses you entirely. And you just glare at him like, yeah,
Yeah.
you can't hit me.
Yeah.
Even though
I
you did
want you to
nothing
feel
to react to
humiliated.
it.
Yeah. I want him to feel absolutely embarrassed for even trying.
So you still have like the fiery eyes thing going on, and he's not intimidated by you. In fact, the fiery eyes, the attempt to sway his mind, and now you're taunting really just pisses him off, and he clenches his spear in front of him, and it looks like he's gonna do something very destructive on his next turn. So look
Okay.
forward to that.
Excited.
So it's the next the next big dude's attack. He's going to still looking at Ulysses. He's going to take an attack against Ulysses, and then another attack or the next attack on War behind him. So he's going to try to do like Darth Maul dual lightsaber sort of tech here. So
Alright.
first one against Ulysses to hit.
Yep.
Ooh, it's a 23. I'm
Hit.
guessing that hits.
Yep.
So it does 9 points of piercing damage reduced to 4 because you're in rage. So you take 4 damage.
Okay.
And then I need you to do a Constitution save for me.
13.
Ooh, and that just saves. Okay. Which is very lucky for you.
Woo.
And the next attack on War is an 18 to hit. What's your AC, War?
My armor?
Yeah.
15. Armor class 15.
Okay, so that hits. And you take 13 points of piercing damage.
How are you feeling at this point, War?
I'm like on the ground, like, no, I'm not quite on the ground. I'm like one knee down, just like struggling to be like half upright.
Can she heal herself
Let me see what she
With,
can do as a
I
reaction.
I don't
With-
think so.
with lay on hands pool?
That's as an action
At any
on her
point?
turn. She can't do it as a reaction to something
Makes
happening to
sense.
her, to him.
Okay.
Okay, and I need you to do a Constitution save for me.
Okay.
Oh, great. Don't die.
7.
Oh, no.
Remember when I was rolling really hot when I was killing someone I didn't want to
Okay.
kill?
So your max HP, okay, not the little number, the big number, is reduced by 2 for 24 hours.
Oh, okay. I was going to say forever?
I don't know what that means.
So the big number on the right, how it
The
says
32?
32,
Yeah.
put it at 30 for me.
Okay.
Now the reason why that's bad is because when you take damage into the negatives so that you fall unconscious, if you get to negative whatever your maximum is, so for you it's now negative 30 instead of negative 32, you immediately die. There's no death saves, you're just dead. So these guys' kind of thing is that they don't necessarily hit you by taking down your total or your current hit points. They kill you by taking down your maximum hit points. And then you
How do
can't
you
revive from it.
How do you
Okay.
change your max points?
Okay,
I think
so
you just click on it, don't you?
no, this is what I had to do. There's like the temporary HP slot.
Did you put in
And
negative
so
2?
I put that as 30. So I need to put that as -2. Okay, that makes sense. And then it takes it away from the 32.
I think you
Let
actually
me
do
see
it
if
at
that
30.
works.
Because I can't go negative. on
Oh,
mine.
yeah, I can't either. Max HP modifier?
For now, just write 30 into the temp. It doesn't do
Okay.
anything, but just keep it there for reference that that's where you're currently at.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so that is his turn. Next up is Ulysses, and I need you to do a Constitution save for me.
Another one?
Yep, every turn.
Oh shit. It's a natural one. And
Okay,
it goes
well,
to 5, but that's not
luckily,
good.
natural ones don't really work in that scenario, so you take 3
5.
points of necrotic damage, which is still 3, not halved. Just 3 necrotic.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. I'm really pissed now. Is it my turn yet?
Yeah.
We're gonna hit this mofo.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack with advantage.
22
Yep.
or 22. Not a natural one.
Good. That's good that you got the natural one out early.
Yeah, I got real lucky. Okay, let's hit slashing. Is 10. Now, where I have advantage, can I do the sneak attack now?
Yes.
So 10 and 8.
So 18 points of slashing damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, when he turns his back and stabs into War's abdomen, and abdomen buckles over, or War buckles over, you take one of your axes and slash against its back, causing it to writhe back in pain, screaming up to the sky. As you bring your other battle axe around, go ahead and make another attack for me.
With advantage again?
Yep.
All right. Thank goodness, because the first one's an 8. Next one is 17.
Okay, 17 hits.
Okay.
And let me just look at sneak attack real quick to see.
If I can use it again.
Yeah, if it's per turn or each time. Once per
Oh,
turn.
wait, I could have
So
done it in.
say what?
So just once. I could have hit him anyways, because I'm within 5 feet, right?
Well,
With
you're
sneak
within
attack.
5 feet, but it's not an automatic success.
Okay.
So you just do the normal damage. You don't get sneak attack on this one.
8.
Okay, so that's 26 total. So second attack comes down, hits him in the neck. You can tell that you've hit something fairly vital because now he's hunching toward that side. He's still holding his spear in front of him, glaring at War, but he's trying to now turn his body a little bit to protect it from you, the side that you've just hit, and it starts to spray blood toward Ia in her
It was
direction.
gonna hit me in the face.
It's gonna get in your mouth. You're gonna be like, oh, why does
I'm
it taste
so
like cinnamon?
excited.
This is gonna ruin all cinnamon rolls for me in the future. Like, this is weird. Okay. So that's your action and bonus action. Do you want to move anywhere?
I was gonna go over to the guy with Ia, but she's holding her own. I think I'm gonna stay here. War is really hurt. I'm gonna just stay where I'm at.
Okay. So now it's the other spiny dude, the one in the back, who flew down and then got an arrow to the chest. So this dude back here is going to try to shoot a barb into War's back. And then one into Geldric's back. What's your armor class again, War? Stephanie?
15. I think she's muted.
Okay. So the first one hits.
You're muted.
Sorry. Yeah, 15.
And you take 9 points.
I can't
No.
take that many.
Uh,
Can I go negative?
oh, that would mean that you're unconscious, so you would fall to the ground.
Okay, well, I'm just like at 8 just right now, so.
You're 8.
Before taking damage or after taking the 9?
Before taking damage, I'm at 8.
So,
So I'll be at -1.
did you, when you took down your max HP, did you take it down from the left side too?
So I had to subtract 2 from the current as well.
No, I'm asking if you did.
I didn't.
Okay, so you're at -1. You're currently unconscious on the ground.
Okay.
Okay.
How do I? Hold on. I think.
Don't worry, I got you.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
I
was gonna
took
say.
I took the 9 away, and it just took the 9 from my temporary, and not the current.
Okay.
So I think I did that wrong.
Okay, so take away the 30 in your temp. Is there a way to see the? This is the.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
okay, so I took away the temporary, and then I did the 9 hits, and I have a face that has a dead face on it.
Yeah. So on your next turn, you'll do
Failure. It says failure.
A death save.
Death
You'll have to do a
save.
death save, but you're not going to do it right now. Okay.
Okay.
The next attack is going to be on Geldrick. Actually, yeah, it's going to be on Geldrick. And that hits for 20.
Oh crap. Is he out too then?
Plus.
It's okay. He doesn't do anything.
And that is recorded. He is.
I was being sarcastic as I repeated
What? When did
someone.
you say that?
He is just
That's-
barely alive.
Okay. We're in trouble.
Next up is the other. Actually, it's Geldrick who's up next. So, Geldrick has. Let's see what.
Do second wind for him.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. 1d10 plus 4. So this is going to be his bonus action. He takes 8 points of healing, which puts him just back up into double digits, but just. And then as an action, he's going to shoot the thing behind him to try to get it off the board.
All right, Geldrick, time to do something.
And yeah, it definitely. This time, the arrow goes through the little one's dick and pushes it out. So now the dick is sticking out of his butthole, and the thing falls down dead.
Geldrick didn't know.
And then for his movement, he recognizes that he's in a bad spot, but seeing the state of war and how everyone else is doing, instead of running away, he's actually going to get closer to try to give Ia advantage on her next attack.
He's a ranged guy. He's going to get hit now by the poison. He saves.
Oh yeah, he should have taken necrotic damage. You're right. Thanks for reminding me. I'm going to go ahead and roll a Constitution save for him. Okay, he saves, so he doesn't take any damage. And that is his turn. Up next is Ia.
All right, Ia, use your voodoo magic.
Okay. I am going to. I'm going to.
Oh,
What?
okay. Nothing. Go ahead.
What?
Uh-oh.
Nothing.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh, I was just looking through your spells and stuff. That's all.
Hmm.
Okay. So I'm going. How far away is War?
About 12 feet from you. 13 feet.
In a puddle of blood and agony.
That for some reason tastes like cinnamon.
She's laying on the ground licking it.
Um,
Wait, her blood does too?
No. She's covered in the blood of the woman she just smashed.
Oh,
No!
right,
Stop
right.
talking about that.
I'm going to run to War.
Okay.
Aww.
Are you going to leave the
And
melee
I'm
range
going
of the
to-
one in front of you?
Heck yeah, I am.
So you can probably go here without leaving its melee range and still be close enough to War to touch him.
Okay, then I'll do that. And I
Touch him
will.
real good.
I will touch War, and I will cast Spare the Dying.
Cool.
That's a real spell.
Yep.
Hell yeah, it is.
Spare the dying.
Instantaneously, you're like.
So you now have 1 HP.
Yes!
So you
Okay.
you wake up to see Ia touching your shoulder, much like she had earlier when you'd woken up from your sleep. And this time, instead of you reacting by trying to stab her, your hand comes up and grabs hers, and you look at her with appreciation and gratitude, and both of your hearts get goose pimples on them.
Aww.
And that is the hallmark moment for the night.
You're welcome for that. Okay, so that was my action.
I'm alive!
And then I'm going to turn back to the one that tried attacking me before.
Yep.
And I am going to. Let's just hold on. To take out any of my equipment, it would have to take another action, right?
Depends on what, like if you're pulling out 500 feet of rope and tying something into a knot, yeah, probably. But if there's something
Okay.
like on your belt that you want to take out, like it takes
my
like
rod
half
of
a
the
second.
Keeper,
Your rod of what?
of the Pact Keeper.
Yeah, you can attach that if you want.
Um,
Have you killed anyone yet, Ia?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But if I were to take out like my short bow, that would take a.
No, you can have your short bow. So your action was the spell. I don't think you have any bonus actions that you can do. So you can take something out, but I don't know if you could use it.
I have 2-weapon fighting is a bonus action.
So 2-weapon fighting is when you have a weapon that counts as a two-handed weapon, or 2 weapons, one on each hand, and you have to do an attack as your action to then be able to do a bonus action attack.
Okay, so you're saying I don't have anything I can do?
I don't believe so. I think I forgot what the ruling was on Eldritch Blast.
Mhm.
I think I sent it to you in a message. I think I said that I'm allowing Eldritch Blast to be used as a bonus action.
I don't remember.
But that's the only thing that you could do is try to do an Eldritch Blast.
So you're saying I can do an Eldritch Blast if I want?
And that's probably it, yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, which one are you going to hit?
The one that tried to attack me.
Okay, so
That
you
was
don't
the-
have advantage on this because you've moved away.
I didn't have advantage on the last one, did I?
No,
I didn't. Okay.
because Geldrick hadn't moved up to provide it at that point.
Okay. All right, here I go, guys. I've got this. Everything is fine.
Oh, everything is not fine.
What was it?
Four.
I couldn't hear you. What?
The four.
4.
Oh.
Um. Yeah, that misses.
What?
So, so you just get done having this tender moment with War, and you haphazardly turn your other arm backwards and just shoot, hoping to hit the dude behind you because he was really just right there. Like you'd be surprised if you could miss him. And sure enough, you shoot, and Geldrick is like, "Kaka, what the fuck, Kaka!" as it goes whizzing past his head as well into the rock above him. Oh, and I need you to
Can
make a
she move?
Constitution save for me.
Me?
Yep.
Don't worry.
Can she move
18.
Nice.
What, Katie?
anymore?
18.
18. Okay, so you're fine. Yeah, you can still move. Yeah, you can move another 15, 20 feet if you'd like. If you move out of the melee range of either of the two dudes that are on your flank right now, you might get attacked.
No, I'll stay where I am.
Okay.
You don't want to go back to get advantage for Geldrick?
No, definitely not. The
Awesome.
hoser doesn't do anything.
Geldrick who?
Yeah, that's right. He doesn't. Yeah, I forgot. Even though he's killed 3 people.
Yeah,
And saved all of us.
Yeah.
F him. No, wait,
Yeah.
I saved you. War.
No, remember how he saved us before in the
When
nighttime?
he woke up.
Yeah, like when he was on
Well,
watch.
we're just gonna forget about that conveniently.
Okay. I like it.
Okay, so that's it for your turn. Up next is War, because the other one died.
I don't know. Can I do anything in the state of my?
You're at 1
Health?
HP, so you were on the ground. You can use half your movement to stand back up,
Okay.
and you can either attack twice the thing in front of you. You can heal yourself using your laying on of hands.
I would do that.
Oh, shit!
Unless you can't do it to yourself.
You killed a thing, didn't you?
Yeah, it
Mhm.
was. We want to forget about that.
Well, we
at
don't, because if you
all.
take a look at the bottom of your actions, you have something called Dark One's Blessing. When you reduce a hostile creature to 0 HP, you gain 1 temporary hit point. You know, the one that you died with?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you wouldn't have died.
Yeah.
We had a tender moment, so it's fine.
Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so
I didn't know about that, so it's fine.
yeah, so we're gonna say you still have 1 extra temp hit points. You're at 31, not 32 for max. Okay, and
Oh,
whatever
okay.
your current is, increase it by 1. So you're at
How do I adjust that now that I just have like a dead face on my hit score?
click the 3 successes
Okay.
and see if that brings you back.
No.
Look, hold on.
Well, can I up my healing to give me? If I click up on the healing, it gives me an HP.
Yeah, make it so you're at 2.
Okay. Yay! I'm alive again.
Okay, so now that you're alive, you're prone on the ground. You can stand back up
Yes.
for half your movement if you'd like.
Wait, Kenny. I think Ia has the Dark One's Blessing.
Mhm.
Oh, it is Ia.
Yeah.
Where's that?
What the hell? Okay, never mind. You have 1. War. Go ahead and mark your HP back at 1.
Yay, I'm still alive.
Still alive. So you can either um, do your laying on of hands, and you can restore up to 20 HP to a creature that you can touch, including yourself, as your action. And then who targets?
Wait, so how damaged are you, Ia, right now?
I'm not damaged at all.
She's sitting
Oh.
pretty.
No one's
still,
been able to hit me.
She still has like perfume on from when she went to bed. Like there's not even
okay.
sweat glistening on her brow. She's just
Okay,
like
so
playing with
no
boondoggle.
one is dying except me.
Yeah.
So
Geldric's not doing
Geldrick
so
is
hot.
in a not happy place, but he's
But
not
you don't
dead.
care about him.
but he's too far away from my crippled state to do anything.
Yeah.
So I think it would be appropriate to try and heal myself as much as possible.
Okay. Yeah, you're just close enough to Geldrick that you can both see and smell roasting chicken, but not close enough to reverse the Kentucky Fried aroma from the area.
Okay.
I like the picture of Geldrick having to smell cooking chicken, cooking bird.
Yeah, you're welcome. Just think of him in like a 10-piece bucket right now. He's climbing inside.
Poor Gildrick.
Okay, so you want to use all of your laying on of hands healing?
Yeah, so do I just click the thing?
Yeah, so you click the box next
Yeah.
to laying on of hands, and or you'd click it down to whatever it is that you want to heal yourself for. So if you want to do all 20, then reduce it down to 0 and increase your current HP up to 21.
Okay, is there any reason why I wouldn't do the up to 20?
It's like more or less if you can touch a couple of people.
So like spread it out.
Yeah, like if you had 2 party members, like if Geldrick was close enough and you wanted to give 15 to yourself and 5 to him, you could do something like that. Or if you only had like 10 damage that you needed to restore, but something is hitting hard enough that you kind of need all 10 of those points, you can heal back just 10 and have the other 10 available for potentially another spell or interaction that would give you the ability back instead of once per short rest or once per long rest.
Okay. All right, I'm at 21 HP now.
Okay.
War's back in the party.
Mm.
Can I stand up all the way now?
Yep, you can stand up all the way.
Yes.
And for your bonus actions, the only thing that you have available to you is your Sanctuary
nothing.
spell,
Oh.
which allows you to ward a creature within range against attack. And until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature has to make a wisdom saving throw. And on a failed save, the creature has to choose a new target. So if there's someone in particular that you want to mark within 30 feet of you, anyone who attacks them has to save to attack and to succeed. And if they can't save, then they have to choose someone else to attack. It's like a minor defense mechanism.
Okay, I'll do that for Geldrick.
Okay.
Boo.
So he now has. So go ahead and mark off a spell slot for that.
Okay.
Okay. And let's see if I have. Deaf and grappled, prone, conscious, poison, incapacitated, cursed. don't have any of those. Okay. Oh, I have raging. That is paralyzed. I have raging. Yeah. Okay. And okay, and unless you want to move, that is your turn.
Ugh. Okay, so I'm by Ia. No, no, I'll stay here.
We're all like
Okay.
in a
We're
cuddle
all
puddle
kind
right
of,
now.
yeah.
You guys are playing Twister with demons, and it's getting
Really
really
wingy.
awkward. So it's now the last tiny dude's turn, the one who is not good at swearing, who just saw his friend get murdered, and then the assailant who murdered his friend was killed and then brought back to life through someone whom he considers to be master. So he's all sorts of confused. His master just saved his enemy from death, and he doesn't know what that means. So he's going to do a ranged attack against Geldrick, and one against Ulysses. So,
What did I do?
just sexy as fuck. That's what you did. So the first attack. Oh, he has to do a wisdom save. Hold on.
Oh yeah, because it's against Geldrick.
Yep. That is so cocked.
Mhm.
No, it showed the number 5 on the screen, but then it reported back an 18.
That's so funny.
I'm gonna say it's a 5 because that is literally what the roll was. I've never seen a visual cacked before. I re-rolled it and got a 10, so he failed the save. He has to attack someone else. So he's going to attack the only other one whose alliance he's not sure of, and that's the big one in front of Geldrick, the big demon fiend in front of Geldrick. And that's definitely going to hit. And do 7 points of damage to him. And then the next attack to Ulysses is not going to hit with an 8. So that's his turn. He is going to fly down and it's going to stand next to Ia, like awaiting her orders, looking at her expectantly, but also trying to guard her from War, who he's not entirely sure is good or bad. But also noticing that he's standing in the blood of his friend. Okay, moving right along, we got the big dude between Ulysses and War. He's going to do like he did last time and take 2 attacks, one against Ulysses and one against War. Oh, with a natural 1.
Really?
About that, yeah. 4, 6, 2, and then. Oh, okay. So he does 6 damage to the little dude who just jumped down next to him with his spear. As soon as he jumps down and looks up at Ia, he gets a spear to his eye. And then he's now just cursing, and he's even more confused now because everyone seems to be attacking him and his friends, and he doesn't know who his friends are and who his enemies are.
Aw.
But he can't curse very well, remember?
Yeah,
But-
yeah, he gets hit in the eye, and he just goes, "Holy shnikes, that hurt!" and you can hear the other two, even the one that hit him, call him like a bitch, and like, stop whining, you bitch, like, fuck you, you little pocket pussy, like just shitty things to say to a youngling. Anyway, oh yeah, Ward, these are children. No, I'm just kidding. So he's now going to take an attack against War. That one was against Ulysses.
Come on, natural one again.
And that misses with a 12. Okay. Next up is Ulysses.
Okay. Okay, guys, I got it. Wait, guys. Do we have a group team name yet for our group?
No.
The Cuddle Buddies of Whitestone.
Cuddle Buddies of Whitestone. Okay, and this is mid battle. Like
That's just him and Geldric's name.
And is Ulysses ever going to tell us that you can hear these guys talking in his head?
I don't know. I'm not Ulysses.
This is mid battle, by the way. I'm asking my team this. Like, I'm having a lot of fun.
You're
right
actually
now.
having this conversation with us?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, hey guys, what's our team
100%.
name? Like War's standing up, having just died,
It's
and
fine.
come back, and Geldric is like
Totally
he's got-
appropriate
got barbs
conversation.
of flame sticking out of his torso, and this little dog thing just got stabbed in the eye, and he's raging at the top of his lungs and goes, "What's our team name?"
What do you want to know?
Okay, we'll figure it out later. Okay.
Now Geldric has that in his arsenal.
Wait, what did you say?
I said,
Balls?
fuck off.
Fuck off. Okay. Sorry, you're doing it loud, and that governor thing is kicking in, and it's silencing you.
What are you talking
Yeah, you said, "What are you?" and then it cut off again.
about?
I could still hear it.
Thank
What
you,
did she say?
Stephanie.
I don't want to repeat the word.
All right, let's take care of business. Let's hit this mofo.
Are you sure you don't want to like ask us more personal questions about our past?
Sick.
Guys, I'm having
Plan
so
a
much
party.
fun. This is great. This is
We
great.
should get drinks after this, guys. Maybe
Did I
cuddle
leave the
tonight.
oven on?
I really feel like we're bonding through this experience.
Hey, War, you remember the time that you died? So do I.
Can the little guy just be even more confused at this point now?
Yeah. He's now thinking to himself, but everyone can hear it. What is our team name? What's our? Are we the bitches? Are we the pocket pussies? What the fuck is our team name? A master? And he looks up toward you, Ia, but you can't hear anything. He just looks at you.
Do I have advantage, by the way?
You do. Yeah, you're flanking with War, so you get advantage on both of your attacks. One of them you can put sneak attack into.
14.
That just hits.
If
Okay.
I was like still dead, would he still get advantage from my like dead carcass body?
No.
Oh,
Because
sorry.
they could move away from your dead body and you wouldn't have a reaction to attack them, so you're not technically engaged with them.
What if Geldric tied them to me?
Whew. Well, that
With
would
his
be
good tying skills.
a weird turn. Using sleight of hand.
He's not judging you.
I mean, you know what?
Just-
I would allow it. I would allow the advantage to still occur if he was able
Okay,
to
okay.
pull
Just
off
for
a sleight
future
of hand
reference.
check
Just for future
and
referencing,
tie
I
your
just
dead body to an enemy.
yes, because like if I die again, I just want to know if I could somehow help out the team. You know?
Yeah, he's a small enough creature that he would have disadvantage on all of his attacks. Any kind of saves that he would have, it would just be a terrible inconvenience for him.
Okay, okay.
Your huge hulking dragonborn mass.
That's what I thought.
Even in death, I serve a purpose.
Yes,
Booyah.
exactly.
Fucking amazing.
I'll put that on my business card.
Okay, so Ulysses, what's the damage?
6 + 8.
6
I use
plus
sneak
8?
attack.
So you do 14 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. That is okay. And he's looking really, really bad. Like your axe comes down and now hits him at the top of the thigh, almost cleaving it in half. He's now kind of standing on one leg, very haphazardly. It looks like he's just barely clutching onto the spear in front of him. Like at any moment it could slip out of his hands and he just wouldn't even notice.
Yes. We're gonna go for it again.
Okay. And did you do sneak attack on that first one?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Yep, that hits. And you're rolling with advantage, right? Because you're flanking. So you'll
No,
always
I
want to
just-
roll twice even if you hit, because if you get a natural 20, it does double damage.
That was a 15, so
Okay. Yep, so you still hit him. Go ahead and roll damage.
5.
Okay, 5 points. That's... And that one, as you come down across the other side, you basically Black Knight him so that he has no legs left. And he's dead on the ground. And his final thoughts are, pussy ass bitch, fuck you. Almost like you're playing COD. And it's the sound of like
Can I
a
teabag him?
14-year-old in your head. Yeah, as a bonus action, if you want to teabag him or part of your movement, go for it.
I'll move. I'll use that as my movement.
Okay,
So we've got 2 more dudes left, right?
2 more dudes left. Yep.
Can I go give either Geldrick or Ia advantage?
Yeah, which one do you want to give advantage to?
Ia.
Wise choice.
And do I have to do a Constitution save?
Yeah, thank you.
One.
Dang it. 10.
Okay, you're going to take 7 points of necrotic damage.
Dang, girl. Why?
Yeah, that was a max roll on that one.
Okay.
Okay, and now
I'm good.
it
I'm good
is...
still.
That one is... And now it is the other big demon's turn, who's going to... prone. Yeah. He's just going to take 2 attacks. One against Ia and one against Geldrick.
Oh, I am so ready. I'm so ready.
Okay, the one against Ia misses.
I try.
And I gotta do a wisdom save for it because he's attacking Geldrick. Oh, a natural 1, and he had a -1 wisdom save, so he rolled a 0.
Nice.
So he is going to attack. Guess I'll try to attack Ia again. With a 20, does that hit?
It does.
You are going to take 12 points of piercing damage. And will you do a save for me? A Constitution save?
Yes, and then I want to do my reaction.
Okay.
18.
Okay,
Oh,
so you
wait,
save.
22, sorry.
Okay, so you definitely save against that. You're going to do your Hellish Rebuke?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead.
I just use it. It doesn't have a roll, it looks like. So I point my finger, and the creature that damaged me is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must take a dexterity saving throw. It takes a 2d10 fire damage on a failed save.
And on a
On a successful one, it's half the damage of a successful one.
That's interesting. So if you take a look above this spell, it says 3d10 fire damage, not 2d10. Above where it says customize.
Yeah.
Um,
And in the description, it says 2d.
yeah, that's why I'm a little bit confused. If you cast it at a second level, it's 3d10. If you cast it at a first level, it's 2d10.
Oh. I've been doing first level.
First level, so 2d10. Let me have him. He actually has. What kind of save is it?
Dexterity.
Okay, he actually has advantage on dexterity saving throws,
Okay.
which he's not going to need. He rolled a 19.
Okay.
So he takes
So
1d10 of
do a
fire
2d
damage.
d10 and then take half the damage.
Yeah.
Yes. Do I roll it or do you roll it?
Oh, you roll it. It's your spell.
Oh. Wait, where did my dice go?
I don't know. Bottom left of the page.
It's not there anymore. Oh wait, there it is.
Yeah.
It was just really small.
It's not about the
So-
size, Katie.
Happens to the best of us.
It's just cold outside.
I was in the pool.
There's shrinkage.
So you take a 2. Oh wait, no, a 4. Sorry.
4. Okay. Takes 4 points of fire damage. And okay, so that's the end of that dude's turn. Next up is Galdrick, who is too close for a ranged attack. So he's going to take out. Doesn't he have?
I feel like
Short
Geldrick needs a dagger or something.
He has a short sword in his bag.
Oh.
So he now has his short sword out. He's going to use it and pump in a superiority dice to force a disarming strike on the big one. So he's going to, and that hits. Plus that's 13 points of piercing damage. And then that's all he can do. Oh, he can. Does he have another? Oh, he used to have daggers, but people stole them from him. So now he can't make another attack.
Who would do
Yeah, you stole
That's
from
like
him.
bullshit. I wonder who would do that.
Instead, he's going to grab one of the arrows from his quiver, and he's going to use that to try to stab the big dude in front of him, also pumping in a superiority device, or superiority, that word dice. So for attack, that's just going to be counted as that, and that misses. Okay, so he tries to stab the big guy and misses, and that will be the end of his turn. Next up is Ia, and then Warrior on deck.
With advantage, by the way.
With advantage.
Because I'm flanking.
Yeah, and technically War, because Geldrick is standing there, you have advantage on the little one. if you want to kill him along, too.
No, I want to focus on the big one. He's the one that I've been focusing on the most.
I was letting War know that on his next
No.
turn.
Don't try to trick me.
I'm not. I'm just letting you know. The two smallest ones are at your disposal.
Again,
I'm smiling big right now. I don't know if you can tell.
we can't. I'm so sad we can't see your face, Kenny.
I'm not. Um, I mean, there's really not much else I can do but Eldritch Blast or to grab a weapon, right? I mean, I have Acid Splash, but I don't think that's going to do a whole lot to them.
Yeah, based off your interaction with the previous Abyssals, they seem to be immune to poison.
Right. So
Or
I feel
acid, sorry.
Yeah, so I feel like I'll just do Eldritch Blast again.
As your action or bonus action?
As my action.
Okay. And which one are you trying to shoot at? The big one?
The big one.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
And I've got advantage.
That would be on a melee strike. This is a ranged, so it's just a straight dice roll. Unless... I'll tell you what, if you want to do advantage, you'd have to do something like Thaumaturgy as your bonus action, and Eldritch Blast. Thaumaturgy to boost the Eldritch Blast as you place your hand on its chest to fire it to try to have it do immediate damage interior.
I'm going to go to it and I'm going to do that. I'm going to be like, "You're my bitch!"
Oh.
The little one behind you is just like, he's like...
Okay, so
Like
the first roll was
loving
a
it.
17.
Okay.
And the second one was a 6, so 17.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and add an extra 1d8 of force damage to the damage, the attack.
So I have a 1d10 for the normal damage, and then I do a 1d8.
Yep, do a 1d10 and then a 1d8 and add them together.
Okay, 1.
Okay, every little bit counts.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the world, unbeknownst to you,
So
Esmeralda turns her head sideways, looking in your direction across the vastness of space, and giggles to herself that she just rolled 1 damage.
All right. So 6 total.
6 total, okay. And Esmeralda giggles to herself and says, "I can do 26 of those on one of my turns."
Oh,
And the
shit.
people she's sitting with are like, "What?" And she goes, "Oh, nothing, something else." Okay, so that one gets hit, and it unsteadies him. I'll say that it'll give him disadvantage on his next attack because he wasn't expecting you, who looks like you're the weakest one of the group, that such an impressive feat came up as a direct melee sort of attack, despite you not having anything in your hands. It catches him off guard, and he'll have a disadvantage on his next attack.
Nice.
Yeah, suck it.
Okay, up next is War,
Yeah.
and then it'll be the little dude. His turn.
I'm gonna this time attack the big dude.
So you're gonna leave the little dude's range?
I'm gonna follow Ia's example because she's like attacking the right people.
So you're gonna run around and get to the other flank. So it's all gonna be like all 4 of you standing around the big guy, like punching and kicking the shit out of him. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes,
Okay.
because he is the big one. He must be targeted.
So the little one that you're leaving the presence of is gonna take a
Yeah.
reaction attack against you.
I can't win with these little things. Okay.
He's gonna
So
try
I-
to stab you with with his fork. Oh man, and that definitely hits with a 21. Oh, and it does 1 point of damage. It like as you're walking away, you feel something stick into your heel, and
Like-
it's a fork from his pocket, and he just looks at you and goes, "Fuck you, shithead." And then he smiles to himself because it's the
He's
first
learning.
good
I will not.
insult.
I will
but-
not cut his head off. I will
It's-
walk away.
It's in an annoying enough spot that every step for the rest of the day is going to annoy the absolute shit out of you.
Now I want to attack him.
So now you've come over to here, and you can take 2 swings with your Ardent Sensor if you'd like, or do a spell and then nothing for your bonus action.
No, I definitely want to fight with my weapon of power.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack with advantage against it.
Okay. I got 13,
Okay, that one would miss. So what's your second roll?
23. Yes.
Is that a natural 20?
It's an 18 plus 5.
Okay, so that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Yes.
Could War have technically walked back to the little one after he stabbed her?
Yeah, it's happening when
Sure.
when like he turns to leave. So if he turns to leave and he stabs him, he's still within melee range. He could have just turned around and, caved his skull in
I wanted to, but I took the higher road.
because you're taller.
Alright.
I get you. It's a
Mhm.
joke about his height. I understand.
Okay, so I rolled a 6 for damage.
Okay, and then you do 1d8 for your radiant damage.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay.
Oh, Ia, I need you to make a Constitution save
5.
for me. Okay, that's all right. And War, I need you to do a Constitution save for me.
Okay.
20!
Okay, so nothing,
14.
and that just saves, so you're good.
Yes.
Okay, first attack. He had turned to hit Ia twice, and as you come around the side, you're like stepping toward him, and this ball comes out from behind of Ia's head at such an incredible force he barely notices it before it cracks him across the jaw,
Yes.
and it melts away half of his face.
Yes.
And you take the last couple of steps to get close, and still keeping the momentum of the flail, as is the case for these kinds of weapons, you spin it high above you and then come down with a heavy blow, trying to just brain him entirely, trying to shove his head down into his chest. And go ahead and roll a second attack with advantage.
Okay. 25. Yes.
That's a natural 20 then.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a natural 20.
Okay, so here's what you do.
Okay.
You, when you click on damage, see what
Uh-huh.
the first number is, not the plus, but the first number, and double that.
So the 8 or the 1? The 8 plus 3, so 8 times 2 is 16?
Well, you roll the 8.
Oh.
And whatever.
No, I did it.
So click the 1d8 plus 3.
Okay, I got an 8 on that.
Oh, okay, that's 16 then. Plus 3 is 19. And then roll another 1d8, and we'll double that.
Okay.
Yes.
8.
Oh,
Ooh, an 8.
Gosh. That.
Ooh,
Fuck.
that was
Okay.
lucky.
Yeah, so you're this hit is massive. Like
Yes.
it's nighttime still, but as you come back around for the final swing and bring it down, it hits the top of its head, crushing its neck and shoving its head down so far into the torso that you can now see the nose and the jaw protruding, sticking out from the stomach. And as the radiant damage hits, a beam of light from the sky just shoots down, lighting up the general area. And would you roll? Let's do a 1d4 for me.
1d. So a d4 roll?
Yeah, d4.
One.
Okay. Everyone heals 1 point of damage.
Ooh. Magic.
Who said we needed a healer? We've got Ia and, well, War healed herself.
Okay.
I was the one that said we needed a healer.
So now that one is dead. And all that's left is Ia's puppy dog.
My
Who nobody but Ulysses knows likes Ia. Everyone else thinks it's still an enemy on the field. And because
he hasn't attacked any of us, right?
he's been attacking War. He's
Whoa.
He
continually
stabbed
attacked him.
me with a fork.
So
I mean, haven't we all wanted to at some point or another?
he's going to run around Ia, and Geldric's going to take his attack of opportunity to try to stab him as he runs away, because he's going to run over and try to attack War.
He's not at all intimidated by that kill I just had.
He's pissed off. You have killed all of his friends.
He has no friends.
15, that hits. Does 10 damage to him. So as he turns to run away, Geldric lunges out with his sword, cutting the back of his leg, and he limps at half speed over to War and pulls out this, like, still has the same fork in his hand, and he's now going to try to stab War twice in his balls. His dragon balls that are dangling down. He can see just fine.
Okay.
So
Okay.
More detail, please.
first one misses, and the second one misses. So he's trying to stab at you, but because his leg is hurt from Geldric, he can't quite reach. So all you see is this fork coming up within about 3 or 4 inches of your dragon nutsack.
Thank you,
And just
Geldric.
missing. And
Thank you, Geldric.
that's his turn. Ulysses, it is up to you.
That's fortunate.
Can I go to double hand on one axe and drop one?
Yeah, you can do that.
Wait, you're going to kill him even though you know he's not. He's
Good guy.
guy.
Wait, who's my friend? Where's my friend, though? He just tried to
But you
stab his
can hear
nutsack. If someone tried to stab Kenny's nutsack, I'd attack him.
Yeah, but you can hear him, and you know that he's just like.
Why don't you try talking him down? Like, whoa, guys, we can all be friends
Because
here.
right now, he's raging. He's not a
I
rational.
made my
Oh, okay.
And if
choice. I
Proceed.
made my choice.
if you read the
I want to keep my.
if you read the details of raging, it literally says that he lacks the rationale to cast spells. He's just a primal force of death and destruction.
Okay. Proceed. Thank you for your protection.
And as you'll see, I got a natural 20.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll your damage and double the dice rolled.
Where's that? 40.
Nice.
What?
20 plus 20, right?
So it's not the total, it's not the plus, it's just the...
First one.
Well, if you did 1d12 plus 8, you would just do the 1d12, whatever that is, would be doubled, and then you'd add plus 8 onto that. Okay, let me see what you rolled.
Yeah, teach me how to do this. I've never rolled a natural 20.
Okay, so your 8 and 9 would each be doubled. The plus 3 would not. So it's 16 plus 18 plus 3. And that is 37. Still. Okay.
Still, close enough. Yeah.
Still.
Did he?
You scream in rage, having seen this fork almost penetrate War's nutsack. And as you come down, actually, how do you want to do this? Why don't you tell me how this works?
Ooh. It's just going to be a baseball swing straight to the neck.
Baseball swing to the neck.
Yep.
Okay, so you come down with mighty force, and you come down with such precision that you miss Ia's head barely, and you cleave into the neck. And because
Such
of
a
the
great
the
cleave.
stylistic design of a battle axe, it has a hump in the middle of the double-sided blade. That once the head gets to that part, it comes off of it like a baseball would on a bat, and goes flying over the rock
Oh my gosh.
and out of the park. But the body still remains and is dead on the ground.
I
And that
love it.
is the battle.
Should we collect the head and put it in the sack? The head
The other
collection
ones.
sack
The
thing?
whole bag of
Of
decapitated
heads.
men.
Here are all the things we killed. We named some of them.
I mean, as Katie's little puppy, maybe we should keep it.
As a trophy?
So we can always remember. Never
Is it the guy who
mind.
tried to take off your nutsack?
No.
So, battle is
Okay.
over. And
Oh,
yeah. It's still, middle of the night. It's still probably 1 or 2 in the morning. There is now blood everywhere inside of this little rock cropping area. Some of your belongings have been, spatters of blood, and but for the most part, you're all still alive.
I mean, I was dead, but I'm alive again.
Yeah. Geldrick, like, as soon as the head goes over and all of you look in awe, Geldrick just goes, fuck off. And then he collapses down, exhausted
Aw.
from the fight.
Aww.
And he's going to
Poor
start
Geldrick.
pulling out the barbed, fiery stakes that were in his heart. Or not in his heart, but in his body, as that thing was flinging them at his back and his chest. He's going to start pulling them out. And then he looks down at his foot and remembers that it was still crushed and it still hurt. And he's going to look at it and go, ah!
Yeah, can't you help him? War? Can't you help him?
I don't have healing.
Oh my
No,
god.
wait.
Yes, you do.
Do I?
Yes. Yes.
But you used it all.
Is that like the ones?
No.
Oh yeah, I used it all on myself.
No, you didn't.
Right?
Look.
I used all 20.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Or
that
is there
was the
something
laying.
different?
That was the laying
Click
hand.
on your sensor, click on your weapon, and read it. As a bonus action, you could speak a command word to cause the flail to emanate a thin cloud of incense out to burn up to 10 feet for 1 minute. At the start of each of your turns, you and any other creatures in the incense within 10 feet of you regain 1d4 hit points.
Oh yeah. I
So
forgot
you
about
get
that.
basically 10 1d4s of hit point recovery when you cast it as a bonus action.
That's not gonna save
Where-
him. Or it's not gonna heal him back to.
Where's
It-
that
it
at
might.
again?
So if on your inventory,
Okay, in my.
or
invent-
even in
Ugh.
your actions, underneath your attack where it says devotee sensor in blue,
Oh yeah, that little thing.
if you click on the devotee sensor, a little side menu will pop up, and it will tell you
Yeah.
in the description underneath that as a bonus action, you can cast a
Speak
spell.
the command
Speak the
word.
command word, which you haven't established yet. If you want to establish it now, then you can speak it going forward, including right now, and start healing people for the next minute.
So I can do that once every day. Long rest.
As a
It says it can't be used again until the next dawn.
until the next dawn, yes, until the end of a long rest.
Okay. And when do you get to do bonus actions?
So on your turn, so when I was saying earlier that you can either attack twice or cast a spell or nothing,
Mm,
you should have been able to do a spell and that if you wanted to. But
okay.
I'm trying my best to keep track of everyone's abilities. I'm hoping that you do it instead.
No. That
Yeah,
no, that was my bad. I forgot about that little thing.
Yeah, you have healing. Your
Okay.
character is a paladin,
I didn't think I did, but
and
I do.
paladins are healers and support and damage dealers. They're kind of a bruiser in that sense.
Okay.
Like Alistar, Katie. Alistar.
yeah.
Wasn't one of our other characters a paladin too? Or no, am I thinking
No.
something else?
No, she was a bard.
Oh, okay.
She sang you back to life. Just reach me up and get to hate me, so that man that gave me from the sun. Leave you open wide, kept you open, save me from the bad thing I've become. Like that.
You put out for me.
That just means you don't love me.
Oh.
So-
So I did notice that Ia has 39 hit points, which is awesome.
I have
Oh,
27
nice.
now.
Well,
Oh wait,
you're max.
because everybody. Nice.
Yeah, that's a nice max.
I know.
Yes.
So we're just over on time. War, do you want to heal everyone with your bonus action?
Yeah, so they just need to be within 10 feet. So it should be like, team that doesn't have a name, let's all gather up together.
Okay.
And in a circle, let's go surround Geldrick.
Yeah, Buttercream Gang, let's go.
Aren't
Everybody.
we already like this close
Yeah, no,
to each
you're
other?
all already within like 5 feet. Remember, you were
No,
just
but
like,
I want us to get really close, like
Like a huddle?
a
You
huddle.
want a hug?
okay, so you're all trying to huddle, and Geldrick is significantly shorter, and like his arm is going around Ulysses'
Oh, I thought he
thigh.
was like laying down.
Upper
on-
inner thigh. It's really
Yeah,
weird.
upper inner thigh. Like if his hand went up anymore, like if he tried cheering, it would punch him right in the balls. So you're all
So we're in our
uncomfortably
team
close.
huddle,
Yeah.
and then hold on, I need to look at what it's called. Use my devotee sensor. It's like heal us all.
Is it like
Well, what's the command word? There's a word you have to say
You
to
need
activate
to have
it.
like you need to have like a spell.
a command word?
It can be
Care Bear
anything you
Snare.
want it to be, but you have to establish it, and that's the only word that'll activate it from here on. So make
I
sure
will
you're
use-
aware of the word.
Just one word.
Just one word.
Just one word.
It could be pickles. It can be butthole.
I was
It can be-
thinking I would use the word heal, but would that be confusing if I said it and I didn't want to cast a spell?
Yeah.
Do I have to have it like in my hand, or would it like
I think
unintentionally go
I think
off?
there's
Maybe
intention
short.
of it. I think there's intention of using it. Like,
Because I would like to wield it. Like,
yeah, let's say it's like Gandalf whispering to the
Grapefruit.
little moth dude that if he's in random conversation and says, "Get me another ale," that a giant eagle doesn't swoop down from the sky because a little moth heard him say it. So
yeah,
let's just
I
say
don't
if you're
want.
whispering it to the
that
flail,
to happen.
then it happens.
Okay.
Which could be weird if you're having like a weird dream and you have your flail and you're holding on to it, and in the middle of the dream you sleep talk and say, "Heal me," and then it just casts.
It's okay. I don't normally sleep with my weapons like that.
Call
so-
it Justin Bieber.
No. My command is heal.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't want to forget it. So
And it's heal as in like what you'd say to a dog, right? Like heal, come.
no, more like HEAL.
Okay. Okay. All right. So go ahead and you see the bottom left with the dice. I want you to click on that, and when you go to D4, I want you to click on that 10 times, so you get 10 D4,
10 times. Okay.
and roll it. And this will be the amount that everyone heals over 1 minute.
Okay, everyone. Good luck. Team. Ooh, that was cool. There were so many of them. I got 28 total.
28. Wow.
That's pretty low.
No, that's better than average. 20 is average.
Oh.
So you actually hit almost 70%. So Geldrick is now at full.
So his foot is better now?
His foot is better as the smoke gathers around you, and you guys look like you're hotboxing it like Cheech and Chong right after you killed a bunch of people. Like it looks, if there was anyone watching this encounter, they would think that y'all are just out of your fucking minds because you just killed a bunch of little things and then immediately started hotboxing.
Team huddle.
And yeah, Geldrick's foot is now fixed. War,
Yes.
you should be all the way back up to full. Ia, you should be back up to full. Ulysses, I think you were at full, so you just enjoy the aroma.
No, I was at 19 out of 35.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're healed back up to full. And over the course of the first 5-6 seconds, your rage diminishes as you haven't been attacked or attacked, and your blood comes down. And War, you can choose that with this cloud if it has a scent to it. So you can be like
Lemon.
lemon. Okay, so pledge, lemon pledge
No,
scatters around you.
like a nice citrus lemon.
Oh, like a lemon bar, like Okay, so y'all smell lemons just emanate from the sensor, and at first you kind of shy away because you expect it to get into your wounds and really, really hurt. But as it touches the wounds,
But we're healed.
it seems to soothe and heal and very magically just kind of washes over your bodies.
Like Windex. She's putting Windex on her wounds and it's actually healing them.
Pulls out a spray bottle of Windex and just starts spraying it like
Wow.
a big fat Greek wedding. And yeah, and so now you're all healed. It is still the middle of the night, and you're all still in need of a long rest. So you guys can choose what to do. If you'd like to make sure that everyone finishes their long rest, it'll take you until like 10 of the next morning. But that'll make sure that everyone's spells are returned, everyone's actions are returned. But you'll get a late start on the day, and who knows where you'll get to by the end of the following day.
Well,
I'm definitely gonna take a nap.
Can we clean up the camp so we're not like
We'll just throw some dirt on it.
Bodies everywhere, like.
Yeah, you can toss the bodies out into the wild. You can burn them. You can throw them in the pond
burn them
nearby.
because if we just leave them out in the wild, then it'll attract.
Yeah. So let's just like tidy up the site a bit before we go back to sleep.
Okay, so you put all the fires or all the bodies onto a fire at the mouth of the cave to help protect against anyone else trying to, or anything else trying to come in.
Geldrick can light them up with his magic arrows.
He can, yes, and he does. He happily pulls out a bunch of magical arrows, and every time he shoots.
Oh no! What if he? This could be a disaster.
He uses
roll a performance check.
He uses his now healed foot with emphasis each time he steps down.
As sees him pull out his arrows, she's just gonna get ready with her thaumaturgy to like put
it out,
craft the flames as needed.
Okay.
Does Geldrick have anything that he needs to rest from as far as like to gain magic or anything or spells?
He has a superiority dice, but that's a short rest. He gets one per short rest. So
because I don't have to take a long rest at all if we want to get an earlier start.
Well, so if you don't take a long rest, you get a point of exhaustion, which means that you have like half your movement speed and disadvantage on attacks for the next day until you get a full long rest. So there are disadvantages to not taking your full long rest.
All right. Well, then never mind. That's okay.
Okay. So after you clean up and Ulysses walks around and kicks dirt over all the blood to
Thank
cover
you.
it up. Luckily, Ia's spot didn't really get covered in blood, so she just kind of goes back to bed and lays down,
I can't
unencumbered.
sleep.
Wait, who's got next watch?
Well, you still do for the next couple of hours
Oh, okay.
with Ulysses,
Eldrick.
and then Ia takes the last watch.
Oh, okay.
So, go ahead and roll one of you roll with advantage, or you each roll for perception check.
Me?
I have
Yeah,
a very
War
bad
or Ulysses.
okay.
I have a +0 for perception. Does anyone have a good perception?
I have a +0 as well.
So which one? Like
Kenny,
you
I don't
both
like
roll?
that little. I don't like that smile, Kenny.
What smile are you talking about?
Okay.
Yeah, just roll either one of you twice or both of you once.
Go for it. You can roll twice.
So if you fail, it's on you.
That's fine. Okay. I've got a 5
Oh,
and a 17.
Okay, so
Could have been worse.
throughout the night, you see little critters coming up to the edge of the fire and picking off bits of charring and rotting flesh, and drag them off into the weeds and into the lake nearby. One of them almost looks like an alligator-like creature. He doesn't seem to care about any of y'all. He just smells an easy meal and drags the flaming carcass down into the water and immediately gets fizzled out. No sparks ignite the nearby fields, so there's nothing you guys got to worry about. But you're very attentive and aware of the plentiful meal that you're feeding to all the wilderness creatures, including Finnegan, who comes back,
Do I see him?
who's just fine. You're asleep right now, but he comes through and he's like holding a finger from one of the creatures in the fire, and he's like licking it and chewing it, and it's cooked, you know. But he seems to really be enjoying himself, and he sits down between War and Ulysses as he's licking it and chewing on it, just comfortable and happy as can be, unaware of anything that just transpired.
good boy.
Okay. Yeah, as you pet him, he kind of like pushes his head into you and accepts it and just really gets into it. Like he's just on cloud nine right now. He's got food, he's got a friend, he's got scratches. Like the life is good. Why can't every day be like today? So you guys get done with your watch, and then you wake up Ia to take watch for the last basically from sun up until y'all are done resting. Ia, you wake up just fine. You get your long rest in. Just go ahead and click the long rest button. And if you want to do a perception check for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ia.
Perception check.
Yep.
The whole 9.
9. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there was nothing really to be super concerned about. The fire has died down toward the front. There's enough daylight around that you don't really see anything.
I do have dark vision, just so you know.
Okay.
Me too. No, that was my other character.
Okay. And you do see Finnegan sleeping on top of Ulysses' torso. His head is down. He's got a belly full of food. He's got warmth from the fire and from his friend, and he's just tickled pink. Every now and then you can see him yawn and kind of reposition and kind of burrow back down into one of the muscle groupings on Ulysses' bodies, or on his body.
What?
What do you
You
want to
have
do,
that
Katie?
look in your eye.
Yeah, Katie, it looks like you want to say or do something, but I'm
What do you want to
waiting
do,
for
Katie?
you.
What do you want to do?
I will.
Kidnap Finnegan. Kidnap
Do it.
Finnegan.
I will find something that's kind of dish shaped, like a rock or a leaf or something, and pour a little water into it for Finnegan.
Aww.
Okay.
Oh.
Are you going to try to beckon him over? Like lure him over to you with it?
If he's asleep, no.
Okay. Where are you going to put the water dish?
Right
On
next
you-
to Ulysses' head.
On Ulysses'
next to my-
head.
How
On it.
Okay.
Put my hand in
On
it.
top of Ulysses, I'm gonna put this little thing of water, okay?
Definitely.
So on his head or on his torso next to Finnegan?
Next to Finnegan.
Okay. So you're going to go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check for me.
What if I'm not trying to be stealthy about it?
This is to determine whether or not you drop the water on him.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I'd have you roll a stealth
That's a
check.
full 23.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So you're able to get it on top of him without him noticing at all. It doesn't like spill or splash or anything. You're quick enough about it that Finnegan doesn't really seem to notice. He stirs a little bit, but doesn't wake up entirely. Yeah, you continue on your watch. And thanks for rolling a perception check.
You're welcome.
You would have had disadvantage because you were asleep, but
No, dang it.
yeah, you get that on top of them, and for the next few hours, you just continue to watch the sun come up. After a couple of hours, Finnegan does wake up, surprised to see the dish of water in front of him. Looks at it, looks at you, looks at it, looks up, and remembers all the times you tried to pet him. And he's now slightly concerned about what's in the thing in front of him, and he sniffs it, licks it a little bit, finds out that he likes it, drinks it all down, jumps off Ulysses' chest, and comes over and sits down next to you and continues to look out with you, and then looks at you, and then back out to just join you in the rest of your watch.
And I'm going to say good morning, and I'm going to try to make him my friend again.
Go ahead and do an animal handling check for me.
Oh gosh.
It's 11.
Okay. So not as bad as you've done in the past.
Right.
Like he understands. Actually, let's do it with advantage because you gave him water. You gave him a
Okay.
reason to come over.
A 3.
Yeah. So you're still not entirely certain how this works. You reach down and try to pet him, but it's not like forcefully. It's like you're using just the palm of your hand and you're just like, good doggy, good. And you're not getting your fingers involved at all. So he recognizes the act, but it hasn't been painful or upsetting. So he's just grateful for the attention that you seem to be giving to him.
Yay.
And you get
I'll take it.
I won't say that was a success in the favor of transferring his loyalty from Ulysses to you, but
every little step counts, okay?
yeah,
It's
it wasn't
a
a mark against it
process.
either.
I
You
think
need to
you've
take a step
already.
and take a mile. What?
I think you've already failed on like 3 out of the 10, and didn't you have to hit on 8 out of the 10?
Yeah.
I'm still gonna try.
Okay.
If she gets a natural 20, it might count as 2 successes.
Oh.
All right.
You know, there's still hope. Not
It's-
much, but still.
It's
Still gonna
Ia's
try.
real mission.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care about anything else.
So we'll end it there with everyone waking up the next morning just before noon, having topped off their resting and abilities.
Isn't-
And
Is nobody gonna ask how I got enraged?
We were being
Definitely not.
attacked.
Yeah, we're not thinking about that. We're just thinking about how, we almost died. Cool. We're sleepy. Going back to bed.
All right.
That's just Ulysses
Yeah,
doing his thing.
we may want to save that conversation for the next time when Geldrick can be around. Geldrick proper, not the psychopathic mind that had control of him tonight for some reason. He tried to stab a youngling demon in the eye with an arrow. Who does that?
Killed my minion.
I did hit a home run with their head, so
You did. You really did. Okay.
just saying.
So yeah, we'll end there. I'm gonna stop the recording.